Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Again, today is another first alert weather day because we could see the potential once again for large fire starts in our lower elevations. It's going to be breezy out there and it is going to be dry, both the air and the vegetation. Thankfully cooler today as opposed to yesterday, but still highs right around 90 degrees in the Tri-Cities. And for Yakima, this is going to be about, I'd say 3-ish degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. That being said, vegetation still going to be critically dry for the Cascades in the upper Yakima Basin, in the Kittitas Valley, in the Yakima Valley, in the lower Columbia Basin, and in the Blue Foothills. Now, wind gusts for today not as strong as yesterday, but you'll notice that this time they're out of the north and east as opposed to the north and west. So when they come out of the north and east, this puts much drier air into our region. These are going to be persistent gusts throughout the day, although they will start to weaken a little bit as we head into the afternoon and evening. But in these conditions, once again, fires could start or spread rather quickly, just like what we saw with yesterday, especially in Walla Walla and Umatilla counties. Then for tomorrow, a little bit warmer, a little bit hotter, I should say. High temperatures seasonal for the middle of July, so mid-90s for a lot of our lower elevation locations, and vegetation still going to be at least in that elevated category of dryness for lower elevation, still critically dry in the Cascades and the upper Yakima Basin, but the saving grace, the wind's going to be essentially light across the map. Could be a little bit breezy in the Kittitas Valley after 8 p.m., but we're not too concerned about fires starting or spreading quickly for tomorrow. That potential is not going to be zero. It's not going to be zero at any point throughout the summer, but definitely that potential much lower as opposed to today and yesterday. High temperatures going back up towards the end of this week, around 100 once again in the Tri-Cities for Thursday and Friday, and then cooling off again as we head into this weekend. So kind of an up and down little dance, and rain chances staying down over the next 7 days. Here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Very dry and breezy today, hotter into Thursday and Friday, then cooler this weekend. In Yakima, the potential for more fire starts Tuesday, heating up into the mid-90s by the end of the work week, then upper 80s Saturday and Sunday. In Ellensburg, dry and breezy today, mid-90s into the next few days, then mid-80s with winds picking up again this weekend. In Hermiston, another dangerous fire weather setup Tuesday, near 100 degrees Thursday and Friday, then cooler Saturday through Monday. Finally, for Walla Walla, perhaps more fire starts due to the dry breezes today, mid-90s by the end of the work week, but back into the 80s this weekend.